I know what your favorite part of the program was. It was up next. Red Velvet versus Jade Cargill, 1-on-1. They drop every other angle and program they have ever started since the first week this program went on the air, but this will go on forever. I think you have influenced them with your support of this program.
I can only hope. I really like Red Velvet. You know, we all talk about Jade because she's such a cartoon character, but I actually really like Red Velvet. I think Red Velvet's pretty good, and she keeps getting destroyed by Jade each time we see her. But Red Velvet, I think, shows a lot in there.
She's got oomph. She looks good. She's on the small side, aren't they all? Except for Jane. But she works hard. And, I mean, that standing back moonsault that she misses a lot, I could do without that. But she works hard, and she's not afraid to break her fucking fingernails.
And she actually hit that move for once.
And
when she was setting it up here,
when
she was setting it up, I was like, oh no, please don't. You keep missing this. And she hit it.
And this, obviously they're working out a lot of this match. It was more apparent in the first match that Jade had on TV that they had worked it out. Wait a minute, was that with Red Velvet or was that with somebody else?
The tag team match?
No, the last singles match we saw from Miss Cargill.
Oh, I don't think it was Red Velvet, but I don't remember who it was.
But anyway, they had a match that you could tell they'd worked out in the gym, and nothing wrong with that because they're green. This one they'd worked it out, but they never got out of control. They may have stumbled a couple of times because they were throwing some things and they were hitting each other, but they kept the pace up and they worked hard. It was worked out, but they didn't get out of control, and they did a good job. And when they went to the break, I said, oh, they're pushing their luck. But on the other side of it, I wrote Red Velvet may be the best girl they got on the roster besides Serena and Thunder Rosa just because of their experience level. Then she actually hit the standing moonsault, but missed the big moonsault, and Jane hit her finish, which what did they call it? Jaded. I missed
that.
I think they call it jaded. That may need some work, but it was not a bad match. Which, I mean, you can still tell that she just poses constantly, and she's always posing. Even when she's walking, she's posing, and she's just not comfortable yet, but, doing what she's doing. But, she'll get there eventually. See, I'm trying to say something good about somebody.
Yeah, I like that.
I just want to hear her talk on live TV because that is a train wreck guaranteed every time.
Notice they've kept her off a live mic ever since then.
Exactly. And that's why I wish they would let her do that some more because that was magical. Closing thoughts on Velvet and Jane?
I kind of summed it all up. Really liked it. Thought it was good. I think Red Velvet is really talented. They obviously have a lot invested in Jade. They think she'll be something, but I like Red Velvet.
I went into a White Castle over on Westport Road about 2:00 in the morning here in Louisville about 3 years ago. And one of the girls working behind the counter had the name tag on was Velvet. And that was an unusual name even at the time back then. I said, "Your name is Velvet?" And she said, "Yes." I said, "Have you ever been felt?" She didn't find the humor in that.
I can see why.